Hey Sukie, how's the gammon coming?
I think it's a bit big for the barbecue, really. But it seems to be cooking. It's all good.
So the gammon's a bit big for the barbecue and it's cooking, yeah?
Yeah, it's starting to shrink though, so.
Starting to shrink. I don't know if you can hear her because she's very quiet. I can barely hear her.
I said the gammon is too big for the barbecue, but it's starting to shrink, so I think we're all good.
So this is the mysterious case of the shrinking gammon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you wanted me to do a video, so I'm doing a video. What did you want to talk about?
Some of my vlogs.
For your vlogs?
Yeah.
So you just wanted to make people hungry?
Yeah.
On this overcast day?
Yeah. Well, actually, it's quite a nice day. It's nice and hot and warm, and it's quite sunny. But it's just we've got some pretty nasty looking clouds coming over at the moment. I don't think it's going to rain. I think they're just going to bugger off that way and tip it down on someone else. Hopefully.
Well, hopefully, yeah.
Yeah. Today we're on Weston shore again. Not far from where we live. Live just over in that tower block over there.
That one over there?
Yeah. So from there we've got quite a nice view of Weston shore, which is the river, Itchen River, that goes all the way up to Southampton docks.
And we might catch a few Pokemon goers here because
we've seen a few.
We've already seen a few.
But yeah, and we've got all this nice little countryside kind of thing along there, and westwards, just up there. If you go along that way a bit more, you got Netley and Victoria Country Park, which is a walk I do, well, I used to do quite regularly. I'm hoping to get back into it because I've got a kind of all clear for my hip, kind of.
Yeah, no surgery at the moment.
Yeah, no surgery at the moment. There's wear and tear and that, so now basically all it is I've got to be careful with it and not strain it or do any like running or, you know, weightlifting or, you know, anything like that that could put more stress on my hip. So walking is fine and that. I'm guessing like really long hikes, like hundreds of miles, probably not a good idea, but the odd little hike along the shore every now and again is alright.
I don't think hundreds of mile hikes is very good for anybody's health. A couple of kilometres maybe, but
no, walking is very good for your physical and your mental health.
Yeah, but 100 miles,
it's
walking 100 miles, you know.
It's really good for cardio, makes the heart stronger. It's really good for stress and blood pressure. Also, it's really good for depression. And that, it's actually really, really good for you. And that, so, but yeah, so, really nice today. Earlier, John, my partner here,
hello,
Mr. Cameraman, had a fight with a wasp.
I won.
It was quite funny to watch. I wish I videoed it because it was quite funny. He had the spatula and was kind of going all ninja. But yeah, so.
Yeah, that's what happens when you play too much Samurai Warriors. You end up waving things around like you're a madman.
Yeah, but I'm trying to soak up some more vitamin D, where I've got this vitamin D deficiency at the moment. And as we know, sunshine is good for that. So I haven't put any sunblock on today. But luckily I've not got sunburnt yet.
No, but you have managed to burn yourself on the barbecue.
Oh yeah, it's only a little tiny. Doubt you can see that on the camera. Little tiny. Looks like a paper cut on my finger.
Yeah, I can't see it on the camera. It's tiny.
That burn was a lot worse. Can you see that on the camera?
Yeah, it's a scar that she got when she was a kid. Yeah, I don't know if it's blurry or not. I can barely see because the light. All I can see is my ugly face.
It goes from there all across there. And that happened when I was a toddler. and I fell into a open fireplace that was lit, and that kind of hurt a bit.
Kind of hurt a bit.
Yeah.
Could have been a bit worse, I think.
That little burn is nothing.
Yeah, this is coming from somebody who bathes in lava.
Oh yeah, why not? That's the thing though, I like to sterilise myself. I don't like to wash, I like to sterilise.
Well, next time I'll just pour bleach over you.
Yeah, I have washed my hands in bleach before. Literally.
Hopefully not before handling this food, because I don't want bleach flavoured gammon.
No, I only done it once. It made my hands a bit sore, but...
Life lesson there, don't wash your hands in bleach, it will make them sore.
It wasn't like really, really strong bleach, it was just like quite diluted, the bleach was.
Did you do it on purpose?
Yes.
Ah, that makes it even more funny.
Right, I've got to try and flip this over now without it breaking and causing issues. I'm going to have to flip it again in a few minutes because it's not shrunk. Why have you not shrunk? That was my plan. You were supposed to shrink to make it easier to fit on the barbecue.
They have shrunk a little bit.
A tiny, tiny, tiny bit maybe.
That's what you get for supermarket meat though.
True. This one seems to be cooking better than that one. Why is that? Oh, these barbecues are horrid.
If you didn't catch that, she just said, "Oh, these barbecues are horrid," in a very high-pitched voice. That wasn't me trying to mock her voice, that was just me trying to, yeah.
I'm hoping the barbecue is still lit.
Doesn't look it.
No, there's smoke coming out of it and heat, so... Ooh.
They say where there's smoke there's fire, but not always the case.
I see the problem. The fats from the gammon have gone down in and they're laying on top of the coals. Oh my god. Right,
I moved, but didn't move the camera then.
I need the pokey thing.
Pokey thing.
Yeah.
You just caught a coal.
Wow, there was a lot of water and trans fat's been injected into this.
Water and trans fats, was that?
Yeah. It's like, it's that type of fat that's like really rubbery and like gloopy. It's like slime. And it's like really white. I'm just trying to get it off the coals a bit and give the coals a chance to breathe.
Yeah. Well, I think we'll end the video there because we're 8 minutes and you need to work on that.
No,
oh, bless me. Oh dear.
It's cooking. But yes, having a nice day today. Nice fresh air. And that. But yeah, there might be a few videos I'm uploading either tonight or tomorrow. Because I've done a few in the past few days, but I've been too busy to upload them. So you might get like 2 or 3 in one go.
I got a question for the Marfanoids out there, and just people in general. Have you ever sneezed so hard that it hurts your shoulder? That's what I've just done.
All the time.
That's what I just did.
When I sneeze, I hurt my chest, my back, my shoulders, my neck, my head. The other day I sneezed and knocked myself out by sneezing. The force of the sneeze knocked me out for a few seconds.
Well, I just sneezed and it felt like I dislocated my rotator cuff.
Yeah, I've sneezed and dislocated like bones.
Yeah, but you're a Marfanoid. That stuff happens. I'm not. That shouldn't happen.
You should see what it's like for me coughing then.
I'd rather not. I have enough trouble.
I hate coughing. When I feel like I've got a cough, I force it away. I'm like, no, I'm not going to cough, because it's like really painful. Because when I cough, it pulls all the muscles in my chest and in my stomach, and then I get these muscle spasms and cramps, and then my collarbones dislocate and stuff like that.
You pretty much explode.
Yeah, and it's quite painful. So I try not to cough. And that, you know. So luckily though, since I stopped smoking, I think it was like nearly 4 years ago now.
Maybe
I've stopped
5.
coughing so much. Because I didn't really have much of a smoker's cough, but it was a bit more, you know, a bit of a cough. And a bit of, my lungs were worse then, obviously, because the smoking affected my lungs more. Because I've got diminished lung capacity, the smoking diminished that even more, which made it really hard for me to breathe. So now I find it easier to breathe, but my lungs aren't at 100%. So, but yeah. Any more questions, John?
Yeah. Just one like really important question, because you've been thinking about it, but I don't know if you're going to do it. Will you be doing Brave the Shave this year?
I wanted to, but last time I did it, there was a problem with the page that I was going to be doing it on, and we didn't really, no one could donate. They were trying to donate, but it wasn't letting them. And I contacted Macmillan, and they had a look into it, and they couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. It was a glitch in their system. So I still went ahead and shaved my head on the shave day anyway, because I didn't want to let people down, you know. So this year I want to do it, but I'm not entirely sure. But what I might be doing instead is the Macmillan 24-hour gaming, which is you sit there and game for 24 hours straight, and you get people to sponsor you to do it. Now I was going to get a group of people together and do this, but I'm not sure yet if I'm going to go ahead with that. I'm going to have to see if I can get people together to do it first, and then I'm going to have to set up the page and that. So yeah, I might be doing something for Macmillan Cancer Support this year. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I'll keep you posted on that.
Yeah, if you are doing the gaming one, I'll definitely do that. I'll definitely get people to sponsor me and try and get some of my gamer friends to help.
If I don't do it on the official Macmillan thing that they've set up, what I will do is set up a Just Giving or a GoFundMe page for it, and I will do it myself and donate the money to them. I may also do one, I am thinking about doing some more stuff for the Marfan Trust. Also, I'm thinking of doing a few things with my friend Kelly for autism, to raise money for autism and awareness for autism, because she has autism herself, and I also have a form of autism as well. So we might be doing something along those lines, but it's all still in the works at the moment, so nothing in stone yet. So
Yeah. I think what we should do for the Marfan Trust, even if we don't do any of the other stuff, is like set up like a Just Giving page and do a thing where we can have a live stream or something, and people can donate like £1 or $1 to one of the charities or whatever, to the Just Giving page for every hour that we play, and then just see how long we can play for until we crash.
See, that's what I was thinking of doing, a live stream, but I'm not quite sure how to do a live stream, and I don't have a decent computer to do it on. That is the only problem. If I had a computer, I'd be able to do it, but at the moment all I've got is my phone, which I do everything on, and your tablet, John, so
yeah,
it's a little tricky to do video editing and live streaming on a phone, you know. But if I can get hold of a decent computer, I could perhaps do it on there, you know. But yeah, so. But if there's anything, if any of those things you're interested in, and if anyone wants to take part in anything like that with me, or if anyone is interested and want me to do it and wants to donate for me to do it, wants to sponsor me, just message me on my Facebook or post on one of my group walls on Facebook and that. So yeah.
Yeah. Just a last little note, just to get my advertisement in. I've started up a couple of new YouTube channels for myself. Nothing on them as yet, but I started up a group on Facebook called Renegade Gaming, which is all about video games and stuff. So, you know, Sukie's part of that as well, and I'm going to include other people. So if any of you want to be invited to that via the Marfans Trust group, send me a message, Eos Renegade, to be invited to the gaming page, because what I'm trying to do with Renegade Gaming is just show people that gaming is about playing and having fun. It's not about being the best. It's not about, you know, trash talking everybody.
Yeah,
So
also in our gaming group, we invite people with disabilities and learning difficulties to come along and join us and play with us, and that. So if any of you out there like gaming, do come and join the group. We've got a few people with learning difficulties such as autism,
Kelly,
a few people with physical disabilities, you know, and everyone's very understanding, and we all just like to game, have a laugh,
yeah,
and things.
it's no obligation, no contract. So if you do join, you can just watch what we're posting and put your 2 cents in if you want. We did used to run a gaming clan, but that fell through, so we've just decided to go solo and just basically keep the same ethics we had before.
But it's nicer sometimes to play games with people, because a lot of the games are online games now and you've got to play with other people online, and sometimes it's hard to find people to play with, and I know myself, where I have disabilities in my hands and I have eyesight issues and learning difficulties and things, I do find it tricky sometimes playing games, and I'm not quite at the skill level other people are. So having people that suffer similar issues I do with gaming, I'm more evenly matched against them and it's more fair, if you know what I mean.
You want some real competition, none of these normal people.
Oh, yeah, because I'm getting sick of whipping your ass.
She does.
It's kind of getting boring now.
But what she doesn't know is that I don't let her win, I just suck.
Beat you at Call of Duty all the time.
Yeah, but that's because Call of Duty is camp or die, and I don't like camping.
Neither do I.
He says having a tent right there.
It's not a tent, it's a sunshade.
Yeah, that's like saying I'm not camping, I'm just on vacation.
These are cooking, but very, 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 very slowly.
Yeah.
I don't think there's enough air to go into the coals.
Right. Well, we'll deal with that, and we'll let you know how the gammon turned out. It's hard enough cooking the chicken earlier. Damn thing wouldn't stop running around. Right, so anything else you got to say?
Not really, I don't think, apart from bye-bye. Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.